watching My News 26. I'm Remington Hernandez, standing right outside of East Jordan at the Raven Hill Discovery Center, standing with Miss Cheri Leach.
Right.
Nice to meet you, too.
Nice to meet you.
So we're going to talk a bit about the Raven Hill Discovery Center. So can you tell us a bit more about it?
Sure. Raven Hill Discovery Center has been around for 26 years, and our mission is to connect science, history, and art for all ages. So we are rather eclectic. We have a lot of different things, but most everything has some connection between one, two, or all three of the different areas.
So, for example, we're in the science room right now, and you got a lot of different things pertaining to science. Like right behind us is the periodic table of elements. It's a scope right here.
Right.
Many other things. So talk to us the history. How did this all start?
Okay. Well, I taught science, but my husband was an art teacher and a science teacher, and everything has a history. So just for example, with this periodic table, we think of it as the science of all the elements in the world. But if you look, we have little pieces of glass up here. This is red because red glass in the art world actually is done by putting some copper in there. Or yellow is from tin, and opaqueness comes from tin or antimony. Blue is cobalt, and people know that, but they don't understand really that an element in our earth is what makes that color. So there's the art and, of course, history as to when they were used. A good one down here is manganese. Manganese is the purple of amethyst. So you've got amethyst jewelry and things like that, but this little bottle, it has manganese in. It turns the purple of the amethyst. And this happened over time in a dump because the wealthy people had manganese put in the glass so it wouldn't be green, so it would be more clear. But then when it got exposed to the sun, it turned the purple. So lots of different connections.
A lot of different connections here. And how did the Raven Hill Discovery Center start? And a little bit more about the name.
All right, well, ravens are very smart birds. We're on a big hill, as you know, when you came up. So Raven Hill seemed to be a perfect match, and discovery means learning about things. So that part is easy. In terms of how did it get started, it was a matter of wanting to focus on informal education rather than the formal schooling, and being able to make those connections, because a lot of time in schools, it's called siloing. You go to math class, you go to science class, you go to language arts class, you go to art class. And so we try to combine all those.
And I saw you had a lot of hands-on exhibits in the room adjacent to this. The hands-on exhibits, do they really help kids learn?
They do. They discover that if you're playing a drum and you have it sitting on a table or something, a lot of the sound is trapped inside the drum. If you pick it up, then those sounds escape, and so it's a nicer sound, a louder sound, and so on. We also have a lot of problem-solving things in there and teamworking. So there's a huge magnet table, and their challenge is to create a ramp or to create a tower up to a certain height. They find out that they can do that easier if they can work together. And when I said ramp, I was talking about the rollway, where you're trying to create a ramp system for a golf ball to roll down. Even adults will get so addicted to that they don't want to leave. So.
And in the room also adjacent to us, you had the reptile room or the animal room. Could you go into a little bit more about that, and what do people say when they walk in there?
They're quite amazed at all the things that are in there, but those are all orphans. We do not buy any animals. We do not have any Michigan animals. Michigan animals are protected by law. All of ours come from pet stores, and they're all animals that nobody wants to take care of anymore. So they come live with us.
And they're really nice to showcase them. You take care of them and things like that. Even a piranha was in there, so it's very interesting as well.
And we get them out, the snakes and stuff out for people to pet or hold.
Wonderful, and that's a really great learning experience. So if people want to come by and learn more about the Discovery Center, just learn in general, where can they go?
Well, we have a website. It's myravenhill, myravenhill.org, so they can check that out. They can go on Facebook, they can go on Twitter sometimes, but the best thing to do is just come and check it out. Second Saturday of each month is free admission for families, so that's a time to come and check us out. You don't get to see all the animals, and sometimes we have 200 people here, so it's not conducive to learning as much as if you can explore in a smaller group situation. But it's a good time to explore and investigate. So not only are we open to the general public, but we have classes and summer camps, and the classes are for kids and adults. We do outreach into schools. We do classes through Central Michigan University for teachers. So there's quite a variety of things.
So all about education here at the Ravenhill Discovery Center. Miss Cheri Leach, it's been pleasant speaking with you. Standing at the Ravenhill Discovery Center right outside of East Jordan, I'm Remington Hernandez for My News 26.